Hello adventurers, and welcome to our D&D live play. Thanks for joining us as we explore Eberron's lands and seas in Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign. Now, let's see what our crew is up to today.
I'm here.
There he is. Okay. Sunny, you find yourself in the heart of Sharn. You've been led here by your amulet, which helps you to seek out the ancient seals that have been lost. You can tell it's now below you. Sharn is a city of many levels. You're currently in the middle level, which is essentially ground level with the northern side of Sharn, which is where it's kind of connected to the mountain. Well, not necessarily middle, like lower middle. You're kind of between the lower levels and the middle level. But that is ground level to the mountain side of Sharn. So go ahead and describe your character for us.
So I'm Sunny. I'm a turtle with just a shell, a boomstick, and a shield. And I have a red amulet necklace around my neck. If I had to describe my shell, it would look like a snapping turtle shell.
Oh, wonderful. What color does that make your shell?
Brown.
So that's what I thought.
And of course, green skin with some red blotches.
Perfect. You find yourself at a dock for the mini airships that are used to get around the city.
So I guess I would walk up to one and I'd be like, "Pardon me, sir. Any crew members, but is your captain aboard?"
As you go toward it, you notice there's one pilot kind of at the front, but just a bunch of civilians, and a little kid is like, "Oh, turtle." His mom's like, "Be nice, darling." Sir,
That's okay, dear.
you have to buy a ticket over there. And she points to a guy in white.
I slowly look. Thank you for your help. And I walk over there.
The kid
I'm assuming that...
stares at you in awe. Oh, hi. How can I help you, sir?
Yes, I was wondering if I could get on that ship, and I'm told I need to buy a ticket.
Yes, I sell the tickets. Where do you need to go? How far down or up?
I think I need to go down.
Wonderful. That'll be 3 silver.
I pull out my little pouch and pull out 3 silver, and I hand it to the person. Here you go.
Great. And he hands you a ticket. And he said, "Don't get on that boat. Get on the one to the left of it."
Thank you, as I nod my head. And I walk over to the boat.
Okay. Get on. It takes you down. Let's see from where you're at. It'd probably take about 3 hours to get down to the bottom. You get down to the lowest level, which is the dock level, and upon getting off, everybody's kind of going off in one direction, but you can feel the pull to the opposite.
Over the pull of my medallion?
Yeah.
Alright, so I kind of go with the instincts of the medallion. One step in front of another with the click of my walking stick.
Go ahead. Leave an investigation check.
A net 20.
Wonderful, because you have +0. With that, you can totally follow where this amulet is trying to take you.
I feel the pull with my eyes closed, and I just kind of go with the movement of the natural forces.
So it leads you down some winding paths, down some back stairs, until you reach an area that is an encampment. There's all kinds of tents set up. You can see a big oval gate at the back of it.
I guess I just start wandering around, looking for things that catch my interest.
As you're walking around, you begin to notice there are a lot of shifters here, a race known for their lycanthrope heritage. They're rugged and wary, and their eyes reflecting the hardships of living in the depths of Sharn. They wear patchwork clothing and are adorned with trinkets and charms for protection and luck. Among the inhabitants you can see shifter children playing with makeshift toys and elders sitting around small fires, sharing stories and passing on their wisdom. Many of the elders look scarred or a little worn, but here in the height of the day is quite a lot of activity.
I continue following the tug of my medallion as I'm absorbing the culture of these shifters. Just learning their culture, how they're interacting.
You're approached by someone who has a little more rat-like features. He's kind of got like just an overcoat on that's been patched up here and there, 2 different boots on, and actually has like kind of toe claws sticking out of them.
I pause and I kind of tuck my head up and I kind of greet him, be like, "Good day, sir. How are you?"
Good day. I am well. How are you?
The sun is shining. It is a good day. I am alive. My name is Sunny. What is yours?
My name is Splint.
Nice to meet you, Splint. As I stick out my hand to give him a handshake.
He shakes it. I am the mayor of this town, if you can call it that.
Tell me about your establishment.
We are but humble shifters, been allowed to live down here, away from the rest of society.
I was going to ask if that was by choice, or were you forced?
Mostly forced, but is better than the demon wastes and the shadow marshes we once lived.
Oh, indeed.
Anyway, what brings you here?
Well, I'm on a journey to basically check out seals that have trapped evils still in them and potentially have been forgotten about. I have a sense that one is near. Do you know of it? Or anything that can help me find the seal?
Do you speak of a room that would be filled with great evil that no one dare enter?
That sounds about right.
I hate that place, gives me the creeps.
Can you take me there?
I can show you part of the way, but please stay clear. The radius is quite large. No one's ever been to the center.
Well, I will take any help I can get.
Okay, follow me. So he begins to lead you toward that big gate at the back that you saw when you came in. It is the entrance to the sewers. As soon as you enter, it's very dark. We use these sewers to maneuver under the city.
I tap my temple and I enchant the words, Tenebris Noctis. Boy, the foul wrench of this place definitely makes this unique.
It certainly does. Takes quite a while to get used to.
I bet. How much farther, Splint?
Not far. Well, probably an hour. So he leads you over the next little while, making sure to show you any traps to avoid along the way and telling you don't go that way. There are spiders down there. If you go up this stream, an alligator will surely eat you.
Don't want that to happen. I appreciate this, Splint.
Not a problem. If you can calm the evil, maybe we can pass through once again.
I won't hold any promises, but I will do my best.
You finally make it to where he considers the edge. You'll have to trust your necklace the rest of the way. I will go no further.
I grab his hand and I shake it and I give him a head nod. Again, I appreciate all the help and I will take it from you and see what I can do. And I start walking away. I want to look around and get a description of everything I see.
As you've seen, and continues to be the case, it's a labyrinth of tunnels and channels that unfold here in the sewers. An underworld as complex and vast as the city above. The air is thick with the scent of mildew and decay and the unmistakable stench of waste. Faint echoes of dripping water, scurrying of unseen creatures are constant companions as you venture deep. As you search for the long-lost seal, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
26.
Wonderful. You begin to notice faint, almost erased markings on the walls hint at a path forward. You're not quite sure if they're symbols or runes or cryptic messages left by previous seekers.
And there's just one of these?
No, they kind of point you in a direction following with your necklace, but as you get closer, you come to a spot where you've reached kind of an end of a room, turns into a dome. There's just a channel of water running from one end to the other, and the path seems kind of empty, or to have ended, but you can feel your necklace pulling you to the left side where the water is running.
Of the necklace I must, as I start approaching cautiously, observing my surroundings.
As you get closer to the edge, where the water is, you can see there's like a gate underneath it, like underneath the wall where the water's running through. But right above there, you kind of see a piece of cloth that's stuck, but it's kind of like blowing in the wind.
And my necklace is pointing this way?
Mm-hmm.
I try to break the gate.
So the gate's underwater. It's above where you see the cloth piece, but still over the stream, kind of.
Oh.
But yeah, you can try and attack the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, guess roll for an attack then.
Apparently, my staff is not on this sheet. So I'm just going to do it unarmed strike.
Okay, you just hit it with your fist then?
Yeah.
That's your damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit. You notice one of the bricks seems out of place.
I examine the brick, rub my hand across it, see if there's any movement or play.
As you touch it, it pulls in, and the door goes and like retracts and moves over.
Looky there.
Revealing a new path.
Glad I didn't have to hit that wall more than once, because boy, that hurt. And I continue through the door.
Through another series of hallways and tunnels, you finally reach the seal chamber.
I start examining the chamber and cross-referencing it with the many books that I've had over the years to see which evil is here. I feel a sense of chill running down my spine.
Yeah, the air itself here is much colder than it has been in the entire sewer system. The stench of decay is much more intense, and the feeling of being watched is intense. You can tell that the evil here, or the being sealed here, is desperately trying to break through and get out.
I want to walk up to the seal first, I suppose, and want to check its durability.
Just roll me an Arcana check then.
19.
You can tell that you need to get right to work.
I pull out my bag, and I start pulling out my books and laying them on the floor to start looking at what I need to do.
So you find a section in the book on reapplying the seal. It says that it must be purified first, and lists all the materials you need, which you have, and says you need just at least one druid, which you are.
Well, this ritual looks easy enough. As I reach in and I reach and grab the materials, and they're in my hands.
Okay, so you're going to take your sacred herbs and powdered silver and draw a circle around the seal.
All right, I get on my hands and knees, and I start doing that.
Go ahead and roll me a nature check, please.
18.
Perfect. You are now granted advantage on the subsequent checks, and the area is purified.
Awesome. These many years in the Astral Sea are paying off.
The book has an incantation written down where you will call on the spirits of nature and channel energy into the seal. I need you to make a Arcana check again.
With advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
17.
17. Okay, perfect. Beats it. The seal begins to reactivate. You next read that you have to pour a vial of spring water onto the seal, continuing the chant. Symbolizes the flow of natural energy binding the seal. Go ahead and give me a religion check with advantage.
21.
Perfect.
I grab that spring water and I pour it on the seal, and I'm chanting, Ishkash, Nushkash, Ishi, Boo.
This binds the elemental energy to the seal, reinforcing its magical integrity. Now you will use a piece of ancient bark and inscribe the runes around the seal.
Alright, I
Go ahead
quickly
and
run
give
over.
me a sleight of hand check.
So I quickly run over to my bag and grab that ancient bark and run back to the seal. I got a 19, and I start scribing the marks.
As you finish the seal, place your hand and speak the final words, channeling the last of your energy into the seal. I need you to make a Constitution saving.
Wipe the sweat off my head, and I put my hand as described. That would be a 10.
You have advantage.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, it's worse.
Yeah, I'll take the 10.
Okay, you still don't pass.
Uh-oh.
You are now exhausted, and the seal is only partially effective. You will have to repeat the ritual again after a rest.
Well, I guess I will pull out my sleeping bag and take a quick rest. Drink some water. Eat some of my yellow snapper.
Okay. Quite some time goes by, and you feel on edge the entire time, so you can't really say that you got rest, but you're not exhausted, at least. And you attempt the ritual again.
Alright, so I have to pull out the herbs and the silver powder again.
Mm-hmm.
I start retracing the lines,
Alright.
taking my time.
The area, let's see. Yeah, probably repurify it. So give me that nature check again.
Do I still do advantage or no?
Not on the first one.
Okay, I got a 10. I'm feeling a bit frustrated. Why isn't this working?
Take a deep breath and try one more time.
You got this, Sunny. You can do this.
Okay, we move forward with no advantage. You move on to the next part with the channeling your energy.
Alright, I quickly run back to my books. Flip through the pages. What am I supposed to do next?
You call upon the spirits of nature, start your druidic chant, channel your energy into the seal. So I need an Arcana check.
And I recite the words.
Thank God.
Nushtash. Atish.
Okay, you pass that one. You pour the spring water, and I need a religion check.
Take one more deep breath. Wipe the sweat off my brow. 16.
Okay, next is the bark where you inscribe the runes again.
Get on my hands and knees as I am inscribing these runes.
And give me a sleight of hand check.
That looks perfect, if I say so myself.
Indeed it is. And finally, you place your hand on the seal and finish your incantation. Give me that con saving throw again. You should be able to click on the +2 next to con.
Yeah, they're not working for me. None of them
So
are.
weird. I actually can roll it on your sheet. Okay.
Go.
I did it. I rolled you a 21.
I feel inspiration.
Well, that's weird. It didn't transfer over. Oh, well, that's because I rolled it. With that, the last bit of energy you have kind of releases into the seal, and you can feel it take hold. The air around you begins to kind of dissipate. The scent of decay and the heaviness lifts. And once again, you know that this seal is intact.
I feel a sense of relief as I take this moment and I bow my head to get down on my knees and just pray inside my mind for a second, thinking this could have been a lot worse. I spend 5-10 minutes, and then I get up, I pack my things, and I start heading back to talk to Splint.
So, unlike the way there, the medallion does not guide you out. So, I'm going to need you to make a survival check.
Oh, which direction was it? Left or right? Come on, Sunny, think. 26.
Thank God. I was worried you'd be lost there forever. Okay, you make it back. Splint sees you and his eyes go wide and says, "Oh, you made it. I could tell you did something."
You felt it as well?
Yes, feels much cleaner. If you could call the sewer clean, I guess.
That presence, yes, it's sealed. It was only a matter of time before it would have broke, and you and your people would have been the first to be terrorized by that evil. I'm glad I could have saved you.
Well, then we are glad as well. If you have nowhere to stay, you may stay with us tonight.
That would be wonderful. Where would I go, or where would I be staying?
Oh, we have many spare tents. He leads you back out. Everyone's having dinner, and they share.
What's on the menu tonight, Splint?
Oh, it is a most joyous day. We were donated many food items from the restaurants before they were thrown away.
Oh, so you have some type of arrangement where you at least get some luxury?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. As I nod my head, anything's better than nothing, I suppose.
This is true. But what's ours is yours. Have what you like.
I'll just take a bowl of that and put some of this on top. As I point to, like, 2 random objects.
Someone gives it to you.
I inhale to try to get sense of what I've just gotten.
It's actually a nice hearty bowl of vegetable soup. And, like, 2 kiwis were the 2 random objects you pointed at.
And then I just go find somewhere I can sit down, and I start eating the soup. This does taste pretty delicious.
Yes, it's not bad. We have
And the
had
warmth.
much worse.
The warmth feels very good on the belly.
Where will you go next?
I got more seals to track down. There are many that are weighing and potentially broken. It's my duty to find these before any ancient evils resurface to this world.
And I wish you luck, my friend.
Thank you.
That night, as you sleep, you dream. You see flashes of places for your next destination, and you just hear the word Zendrick in your head. You know once you get closer, you'll get more specifics. But right now, that's the best you got.
Just a name?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yes, and you would know that Zendrick is the continent to the south that you will have to cross an ocean to reach. So you will need to head to the docks to find a boat.
Well, I enjoy the rest of the night and try to get some decent shut-eye. And then as morning approaches, I start packing up. I will look for Splint one last time to say my farewells.
Farewell, my friend.
If any trouble comes your way and you need assistance, please do not hesitate to send word for my aid. As I shake his hand and I continue back to the docks.
Oh, before you leave, he says, where are you headed next?
Well, I believe this might sound strange to you, but I had a dream that I need to go to Zendrick, to the south. So I guess that is where I'll be heading next.
We had some refugees come from there. They came aboard the ship, the Iron Serpent. Said the captain is very accommodating, willing to take on anyone who will work.
All right. Well, that's good news. Maybe I will check out the Iron Serpent. Maybe I can get a lift from them. Thank you for the information. Good luck as well. And then I head to the docks to look for the Iron Serpent in my slow turtle pace.
So about an hour later, you arrive at the docks. The main thoroughfare is lined with shops and carts and vendors and people moving about, selling bread or fish on street carts, and they just kind of all moving around about their daily lives. There's a fountain in the center of a small, almost town square, but it's more like the center of a very wide road. At the far end, you see a pier, which is like almost kind of square shaped. There's like dock boats on three sides of it.
I got you.
And you see one that has a black snake.
Sunny scratches his chin, looking at that ship. Well, if I had to guess, that is probably the Iron Serpent. And I start walking towards it.
You see a young girl on the dock with like long, dark auburn hair, shouting out to-dos.
I holler at her and be like, "Young lady," as I wave with my right hand.
That was a holler.
Young lady, can I talk to you?
Yes, wow. Oh, hi.
Hi, my name is Sunny, and I am looking for the ship, the Iron Serpent. Is this it?
Well, you found it. What can I do you for?
Well, I was told you can take me to Zendrick, the continent, and you potentially need crew members to work. I'm willing to do such thing.
Well, it just so happens we are going to Zendrick. Quite a lot of people new on this journey. What can you do?
What do you need done? As I stand up straight.
To how tall?
6 foot.
Oh, wow. Her eyes widen a little bit as she looks at you. Sturdy turtle. Well,
Well, I am only 15, so I'm still young.
Oh, interesting. Well, we could always use people in the crow's nest, I guess. Or deckhands.
I can do such a thing.
Well, all right then. If you're willing to work.
What? Before, I didn't catch your name. What is your name, lady?
Ah, yes. Alara Talon. I am the first mate. Some call me Storm Chaser, but you can just call me Miss Alara.
As my druid nature, I reach out to shake her hand and give her a head nod. It's been a pleasure to meet you, Alara. I will head to the crow's nest.
All right. And when you need help, to your quarters, just ask either Archie, the guy at the helm, or, well, pretty much anyone running around. Someone will show you.
All right. I guess one last question. How soon are we taking off?
Should just be a couple days.
Couple days? Okay. Thank you very much, Alara.
Okay. Anything else you want to do before we end?
I guess I will find my cabin. So I'll head over to Archie.
So, you find Archie at the helm.
Good day, sir. Are you Archie?
Yeah? And your name?
I am Sunny. As I reach over to and give you a handshake.
Archie will shake his hand back.
And I'll nod my head. It's a pleasure to meet you, Archie. I just got done talking with Miss Alara, and she told me you could show me where my cabin is.
I suppose it'd be below deck with everyone else's. I take it you're not familiar with sailing, are you?
I am not. This is actually my first time.
Oh, well, it's really not too complicated. Just, enjoy the view, take in the fresh air, and if you touch my boat, I'll incinerate you. Other than that, it's a pretty simple life. And I will lead him downstairs to the crew quarters.
So are any one of these mine? Do I just pick it? Or are they assigned?
Well, you see how there are all the hammocks laid out? Depending on the shift that you're in, you'd kind of get your own specific space. So if you're on the night crew, for example, you'd be in here during the day. And if you're on the day crew, you'd be in here during the night. And then we all just kind of rotate out as it goes.
All right. And I guess are you the captain then?
No, I'm just a windwright.
Okay.
That bound of water crossing the ship is my responsibility. I'm in charge of the elemental and making sure he stays safe and under control, which allows me to direct the ship with a lot more grace than a normal captain.
Alrighty. Well, if you ever need an extra hand, I've only been hired to be the watch out, so please don't hesitate to ask for any assistance from me.
Of course not. I think everything will be just fine.
Thanks for your help, Archie.
My pleasure, Sunny.
And then I just go hop in a hammock and take a nap.
Well, that guy was kind of strange, but all right.
All right, wonderful.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining us on our adventure. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Please drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell for the next session as we continue Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign.